Community, to me, community is family. Like, we're family. We're all united. We're all together. Like, we don't leave each other out.
One of the issues that the kids are dealing with today has to do with abandonment. Mom gone, dad gone, sister, brothers gone. And then you come to a school, you don't know from one day to the next who's going to be there to greet you.
There's different stereotypes I've learned about poverty. And in San Francisco, you know, the stereotypes or the myth don't fit. People don't know there are more poor Asians than any other families in the whole city, and it's a different type of poverty. What families have done is just squeeze together and pool their resources and pay $500-600 to squeeze into these SROs. It's just an 8x8 room with nothing. No bathroom, no kitchen, and the living room is a joke. So if people want to enjoy the community, sit and hang out, socialize, they got to come here to Pushman Square.
I really was an excellent tenant. I paid my rent, I did everything right, and now I am going to be evicted by the Ellis Act. It's so important that I preserve my home of 43 years because I deserve it. We have right, and the right was to preserve affordable housing for whom? For the seniors, disabled, low income, and the children.
I want to show you the bench we worked on. This was one of our summer projects. Look, you can come, sit, and enjoy on a clear day an absolutely gorgeous view. They did the top and under the bottom. They were all laid out on the floor. Yes. Oh. Yeah. They are really proud of this. And they come through and they play tennis and they bring their siblings to the playground and they sit here and have a good time. The concern with the boarded up places is families are being evicted, moving out of the houses but not moving off the hill. Children are being separated from their parents, but the kids are still staying here sleeping with friends or any place they can sleep. And it's really a sad situation because now we have to design programs to cover these children. The children that I work with today, they are the children and grandchildren to the folks that I grew up with. That's family. I
have this pantry here for the young mothers. They don't stand in the line out there. I let them come in and, always try to keep some things there for emergency.
This food bank is for people who live in a 94121 zip code. If you do live in 94121 and did not bring proof of your address this week, please bring it to the next food bank.
高兴你们再次来到食物仓库。我们今天有很多年轻人在这里工作，我们很希望你们昨天的 Halloween 愉快。
The neighborhood center partners with an organization called the International Institute that gathers together volunteers, teenage volunteers first, who they train how to set up food giveaway program.
Добрый день. Мы очень счастливы видеть вас сегодня опять. Мы имеем много молодых рабочих, молодых людей, которые обслуживают нас.
Thank you, driver. As low as possible. Thank you. Just a moment, driver. I'm having troubles here. Disabled senior coming up. We are arriving to the Bernal Heights Neighborhood Center, the center of the community. I hope this will never become closed like Centro Latino or any other senior centers. If I didn't have this, I'd be probably almost dying because I don't have enough money to buy food. But here they give you so much help, and also the food is in abundance.
I try to encourage people as much as I can, tell them about Tel High and how wonderful it's a place for having the kids. I was just looking for a job and I went to do my resume there, and she asked me, do you have any daycare of your children where they could go? We have 42 kids in our preschool program, and this is their little mailbox. The parents have to come every day and look in there and see if we have any paperwork or drawing our kids did for us. So I know I have my mailbox very full right now.
Fue una gran parte de mi vida. Estoy con Mission Girls como 9 años. The after-school program is homework time, culture arts, computer class, and Fridays is cooking class. And each week we do a different dish from Central America. Like today we're doing empanadas, and tamales dulces, tamales de pollo, and different dishes.
I was raised in the inner mission. As I grew older, I started to move down the streets and down the blocks. It became more of a habit of just being out there and not having fun anymore, just being out there just to be, with no reason of being. I was on probation and I was sent to Bernal Heights. It was hard. I was on strict rules from the group home and stuff like that. I look back on it and I kind of think if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be where I am today. You know, not go out and do something I'm not supposed to. I have my boundaries and I've set them, and it helped me being part of it.
One of the main goals of Cameron House and neighborhood centers in general is to help youth who grow up in the neighborhood to no longer be ashamed of their culture or ashamed of their poverty, but turn it around so that we can make a difference in rebuilding the community today. What we have now, we've got hundreds of youth who were formerly ashamed of their families, now seeing that joining together to organize, to get others to fight for the community is giving them a sense of pride and a life-changing attitude. We learned from Cameron House that you always give back to the community, right? So they said, well, how about these alleyways? They're messy, they're smelly, and nobody's doing a lot to take care of them. So we decided to adopt the alleyways. Eventually, over time, every one of these alleyways are going to be renovated. It takes a long time. The kids learn that. But it began with youth from the bilingual after-school program of Cameron House that jump-started this program. If you can change the alleyways of Chinatown, if you can change even the environment of the SRO living conditions, if you can change parks and other things, these kids have learned a huge lesson in life that they can change the world.